Many thanks for joining us on the news. My name is Lavis Onyebuchi. Let's begin with the headlines. EBBC Project Monitoring Committee charges board contractors to abide by contract specification. Oyo State Police Command uncovers human trafficking ring in Ibadan. United States President Donald Trump questions Vladimir Putin's willingness to end war in Ukraine. The Ebonyi State Universal Basic Education Board Project Monitoring Committee has charged contractors executing various board projects across the state to abide by the specification or risk revocation of their contract. The EBBC Project Monitoring Committee gave the charge while monitoring sub projects in Community Primary School Amocha Okbitomo Ikwo, Community Primary School Ndiago Azu Nsokara, Unity Primary School in Imamuzo, and Community Primary School Ogaleba Ezanos, all in Ebonyi Central Zone. So TV reporter Douglas Wanko has more.
At Community Primary School Amocha Okbitomo and Community Primary School Ndiago Azu Nsokara in Eza South, the executive chairman of the board, Mrs. Patience Ogodo, found at the slow pace of work and summoned the contractors handling various board projects across the state to appear before the board on Monday next week to explain their reasons for delaying their projects. She said the administration of Governor Francis Umifru is in a hurry to complete all ongoing board projects, having provided necessary funding for the 12 classroom story building in public schools across the state. Wondered why some contractors were bent on dragging the wheel of progress back by not taking the contracts serious.
The work is very, very slow. When I was coming here, I thought that when I come, I'll be very happy because some people has gotten to a level that they even want to start doing decking. But at this stage now, I don't know what to call it. So the engineer, please, you people should hasten up. The work is very, very slow. I'm aware that you people have been mobilized.
At Unity Primary School in Imamuzo, Eza South, the secretary of the board, Dr. Livinus Ezowa, expressed satisfaction with the level of work done by the contractor, being the first to reach decking level when some contractors were still at foundation level, and expressed the readiness of the board to give him necessary assistance and funding to complete the project according to specifications.
He has done very, very well. I think this is the only source of our happiness today. We have visited so many projects, and all we met was sadness because of the way they handled the work. But we have come here, Emelite Nigeria Limited has convinced us that there are people that still want to walk the line with the manifesto of our government.
The permanent number 2 of the board, Comte Chichike Mozo, and permanent number 3, Chief Julius Wapo, declared the poor execution of both projects at Community Primary School Ndiagazo Eza South and Community Primary School Ogalaba Eza North, where inferior material and less capacity of overhead water tank were used, and charged them to do the needful and replace the inferior material to meet government specification or have government to contend with.
I am deeply worried by the shabby job being done at Ogalaba Primary School in Eza North and Community Primary School in Nsokara in Eza South, wherein the contractor were awarded contract of construction of drilling of borehole with overhead tank. The job is nothing to write home about, ranging from the overhead tank. The provision is that 3,000 liter capacity GP tank should be provided. But unfortunately, what is on ground is just a mere 450 liter GP tank. That is completely unacceptable.
We're just giving them 1 week. I will come back. If they are serious, we'll continue with them. If they are not serious, Chairman will terminate the job. That's all. Thank you.
During the time of monitoring, some contractors were not on site to respond to the allegation of poor execution of their jobs. I am Douglas Wanko.
Members of Youth Wing Christian Association of Nigeria Yo Weekend, Ebonyi State Chapter, have been called to always implement the foundation aim by uniting young Christians to advocate for peaceful coexistence and interreligious harmony in the state and across the globe. The call was made by the state's chairman of Yowikan, Ebonyi State Chapter, Deacon Ogonna Nwodum, during 2025 Youth Leadership Summit held at All Saints Anglican Church, Abakaliki. Soul TV reporter Charles Ole Jr. covered the event.
That was the opening hymn of the ceremony. In his welcome speech, the chairman of Yowikan, Ebonyi State Chapter, Deacon Ogonna Nwodum, said the gathering was aimed to sensitize the youth on the need to embrace the divine principles of acting with faith to serve and influence others to accomplish God's purposes in the society through them. According to him, Yowikan, as youth wing of Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has contributed immensely in bringing Ebonyi's Christian youth together for peaceful coexistence under one indivisible umbrella body to strive by moving the state forward to an enviable height.
Jesus Christ, who said that, train up a child where he or she will go, when he or she is old, he or she will not depart from that. What we have come to do is a divine mandate that is not only a duty, but a guarantee of peace, unity and progress. We are here to sustain a holy tradition that has contributed to uphold all the Ebonyi youth to this enviable height.
The state chairman of CAN, Ebonyi State Chapter, Dr. Chinedu Nwokoro, described the Christian youth as the future filled with the power of God to create brighter tomorrow and urged them to work together, inspired by God's love, and create a world where everyone lives in harmony with one another.
Christianity is about going into extinction. It's about going into extinction. And if we have the full backup of the women, the full backup of the men, and the youth are not there, we are lost. We have lost the battle.
Preaching a sermon with the theme Visionary Youth, Transformative Leaders, Dr. Valentine Oje emphasized the need for Christian youth to embrace the calling of visionary and transformative leadership by striving to embody the principles of faith, integrity, and service to humanity.
You have to make yourself relevant. Relevant. You have to make yourself relevant. And the second wisdom is in family. Family. God's foundation for the society is the family. The foundational unit of the society is the family. If we miss it in family, we cannot get it in society. That's why many of the people that are environmental nuisance today are people that we failed to capture as children, as youth in the family.
The committee chairman as well as vice chairman of Yowikan, Ebonyi State, Apostle Richard Akum, said the gathering has really inspired and motivated them to operate efficient service delivery to humanity. The event was rounded off with award of recognitions to great achievers across the state, opening hymns and music interlude. Charles Ole Jr. for Soul TV News.
The remains of late Madam Agneweke, grandmother of Catholic Cathedral Administrator, St. Theresa's Parish, Reverend Father Livinus Nweke, and mother to Eza Cyprian Nweke, has been laid to rest at our country home, Iziogo, in Izi local government area of the state. Government's correspondent, Osondo Unguta, completes the report.
Speaking during the memorial service, which reflected a mix of sorrow and celebration, held at St. Stephen's Catholic Church, Iziogo, the state governor, Chief Francis Mwifuru, highlighted the themes of gratitude, legacy, and community support as exemplified in the life of Madam Nweke, who transited at the impressive age of 111. Governor Mwifuru expressed profound gratitude to God for giving the late matriarch long life, emphasizing how she fulfilled her dreams of raising her children in godly manner and in affluence, highlighted her exemplary lifestyle, which left a lasting impact on everyone who encountered her throughout her sojourn on earth. He stressed the importance of offering thanksgiving to God as not only a form of appreciation, as it also serves as an invitation for more goodness from the Lord, and encourage all present to continue to honor Madam Nweke's legacy through acts of kindness, faith, and perseverance.
We are not mourning him, we are celebrating a funeral that fought first, and we are celebrating the exit, the transition of a great mother, who worked very hard with the success of his children, and today we are celebrating her. That is the aspiration of all of us. All of us are in a position to celebrate her. So I think we should be thanking God rather than mourning, because this is purely celebration of life, and I'm not sure anybody here deserves to be crying that Agnes transited. Who else supposed to transit if not Agnes at 111 years? Who is better than Agnes?
The chief mourner and son of the deceased, Eze Cyprian Nweke, shared heartwarming memories of his late mother, highlighted her commitment to nurturing a loving environment, which showcased her as a beacon of hope and faith. Chief Nweke assured that, as the family reflects on her extraordinary life, that they would continue to celebrate and emulate her virtues of love, faith, and gratitude. He thanked all and sundry, especially Governor Francis Nwifuru, for their share of love, especially during this their trial moment.
On behalf of my dear mother, my loving mother here, education gave me a lot of things to learn. So, children, I believe that I can do it. I never get anything without you.
The burial of late Agnes Nweke, who passed on at an old age of 111 years, was well attended by many dignitaries from all walks of life, from within and outside the state. Osondo Nguta, Salt TV News.
The remains of late Francis Onwama, father of Chief Edwin Owen and father-in-law to Marvin Bene Edwin Owen of Ebonyi Broadcasting Corporation, has been laid to rest amidst glowing tributes at this country home, Orijire Jiofo, Ndubere Ebonyi, Umugudo Shambo, in Ohuku local government area. Osondo Unguta completes the report.
During the memorial service, the state governor, Chief Francis Nwifuru, represented by the board chairman of Ebonyi State Health Insurance Agency, Mrs. Ogechi Obaga, extended the governor's deepest condolences to the bereaved family, describing the late patriarch as a true community leader whose impactful legacies would remain evergreen for generations to come.
We are here because the man had been a good man, and the son is a good supporter of the present government. That is a necessary end that we come when it's well. But the only thing that people will remember, what they did, the legacy they left behind them. This man left a good legacy, including the upbringing of one of the sons that is with us. And my advice is that they should live in peace.
The officiating minister and Bishop of Anglican Communion, Mbo Diocese, Reverend Godwin Awoke, urged Christians to aspire for heavenly treasures rather than earthly ones in their daily lives. His message, which resonated deeply with the audience, highlighted the importance of purpose and spirituality in times of loss. The memorial, which turned into a carnival, was attended by a multitude of well-wishers who flooded the bereaved family with messages of support. Some of the sympathizers included the former governor, David Umahi, represented by the former secretary to Ebonyi State Government, Chief Kenneth Obala, the member representing Ebonyi Ohuku Federal Constituency, Pastor Ezenwa Chukwueze, the Director General of Ebonyi State Broadcasting Corporation, Chief Tony Nwisi, represented by the Acting Director Administration, Mr. John Igwe, as well as an in-law, Mr. Jeremiah Nworo, among many others, encouraged the family to take solace in the knowledge that their father lived a fulfilled life and called on them to carry forth the legacies of their beloved patriarchs.
death has no its bound. It can happen at any time. But my word of consolation to the family is for them to take solace in the fact that their father died in the Lord.
The chief mourner and first son of the family, Chief Edwin Onwe, and the wife, Mrs. Bene Edwin Onwe of Ebonyi Broadcasting Corporation, described the death of their father as devastating, but expressed gratitude to God that he lived a fulfilled life as an astute community leader, a role model, and an icon of peace. They recounted how his dedication to community services helped in shaping a better future for the people of Umogudo Shambo, promised to uphold the values the late patriarch instilled in them, as well thanked all those who identified with them in their moment of grief.
This is a man who doesn't know his mother. The God allowed him to live up to Saturday. Very thankful to God. And pray that I will also live others the way my father lived. I want to urge everybody here to relate to life. When I give you
The burial of late Francis Onweoma, who died at the age of 85, was attended by many dignitaries from all walks of life, from within and outside the state. Osondo Nguta, Salt TV News.
The news will continue after this short break. Glad to have you join us on the news. Let's begin with a report from Oyo State, where Oyo State Police Command has uncovered a human trafficking ring in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. In a major operation, the police rescued 83 individuals and a child from a house in the Orogun area of the city, where they had allegedly been held for an undisclosed period.
Preliminary reports suggest that the victims, believed to be nationals of the Democratic Republic of Congo, were lured to Nigeria under the pretense of being offered employment opportunities. There are also claims that the perpetrators extorted significant sums of money, reportedly in dollars, from the victims' parents and relatives as part of the elaborate scheme. The rescued individuals are currently at the police headquarters in Elele, Ibadan, where authorities are conducting further investigations to ascertain the full details of the case.
The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAMB) has arrested 27 impersonators who attempted to sit for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Exam (UTME) on behalf of others. This was contained in a statement issued to newsmen in Abuja by the board spokesperson Dr. Fabian Benjamin.
Addressing a separate incident at Caleb University, Dr. Benjamin confirmed that the board was alerted to the unauthorized restrictions placed on candidates wearing hijabs. He added that swift actions was taken following the incident. The Vice Chancellor of Caleb University was said to have condemned the actions of an overzealous security officer responsible for the unauthorized restrictions. The examination board recently launched the decoy website designed to trap individuals seeking to cheat. The board also said it delisted 4 computer-based testing centers in Abuja.
On the federal scene, the foreign scene, a federal judge has said that a 2-year-old U.S. citizen may have been deported to Honduras with her mother and 11-year-old sister without due process amid the Trump administration's drive to ramp up deportations. In a court filing, Judge Terry Doughty said that there was strong suspicion that the child, identified only as VML, was deported with no meaningful process.
The Louisiana-born child and her family members were apprehended during a routine appointment at a new LS immigration office on 22nd April, according to the document. A spokesperson for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security said the mother wanted to take her children with her when she was sent to Honduras. The judge has sought to arrange a phone call with the girl's mother, but was told by a government lawyer that it will not be possible because she and her presumably VML had just been released to Honduras, court documents say. Immigration status of the girl's mother, father and sister remains unclear. The 2-year-old, however, is a U.S. citizen.
Still on the foreign scene, Donald Trump has questioned Vladimir Putin's willingness to end the war in Ukraine following his meeting with the country's leader Volodymyr Zelensky on the sidelines of Pope Francis's funeral in Rome, Italy. Posting on social media after leaving Rome, Trump said he feared Putin was tapping me long after Moscow strikes on Kyiv earlier this week, adding there was no reason for Putin to be shooting missiles into civilian areas.
Earlier, Trump and Zelensky were seen in deep discussion in St. Peter's Basilica shortly before the funeral began. The White House described the 15-minute meeting with Zelensky as very productive. The Ukrainian president said it had been the potential to become historic. Trump had previously said Russia and Ukraine were very close to a deal following 3-hour talks between his envoy Steve Witkoff and the Russian president.
The recap of the major stories: the Ebonyi State Universal Basic Education Board Project Monitoring Committee has charged contractors executing various board projects across the state to abide by the specifications or risk revocation of their contract. We brought you a report from Oyo State, where Oyo State Police Command has uncovered a human trafficking ring in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. And on the foreign scene, Donald Trump has questioned Vladimir Putin's willingness to end the war in Ukraine following his meeting with the country's leader, Volodymyr Zelensky.